y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a little lip filler update because I think 2 videos ago I posted that I got lip filler, and so in my recent videos you'll see that my lips look very odd, very large, and just I was going through it. So I wanted to do a little update because, to be honest, I had a little bit of an ordeal with my lip filler, and so I wanted to share with y'all what happened to me so that if if you are thinking about getting lip filler, that you don't go through what I went through. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So it has been about I would say a month and a half since the first time that I got poked and I got my lip filler. I went in, and I think it was mid-February, to get a half syringe of lip filler because I wanted my lips to look a little bit more plump. I never hated my lips, but I just wanted, a little more fullness. So I went in and I got 0.5, and I let the 2 weeks go by that you're supposed to. My injector was really nice. Everything went well. And yeah, I waited the 2 weeks, and when the 2 weeks were up, I did not like how my lips looked. Honestly, they looked very, very crooked. They made my mouth look very odd. Like if I would smile, my mouth would be like this a little bit. And I knew that that was like a side effect from lip filler not maybe settling in correctly, or like it hadn't settled in yet. But I waited the 2 weeks like they said I should, and it still looked like that. So I was like, what the heck is going on? Also, when I went in, I didn't have any idea of what kind of lips I wanted. I didn't even know that was a thing. I just basically told her I want a more defined Cupid's bow. I would like a little bit more fullness. That's it. That's all I told her. So what my injector did was she basically gave me a pout, and so she I think she basically centered the lip filler just in the middle section of my lips. Well, that did not look right, because when I would turn to the side, I literally looked like a duck. Like I was like this. And that was just not a good look. And my top lip was a lot smaller than my bottom lip. And so I was like, okay, this is not what I want. I was really self-conscious this past month and a half because I didn't like how it looked. So I also got these little pockets of lip filler that were very hard and they were not going down. So I made an appointment and I went in to have my lips checked out, and she had to dissolve some lip filler right here that had gotten really bumpy, and it was so painful. And I showed her my concerns, and I had also gotten these very weird smile lines right here. They're kind of gone now, and to be honest, my lips are not back to where they're I want them to be, but I had gotten these smile lines and I just hated it. It looked so weird. So I told her my concerns. She dissolved what needed to be dissolved, and then she added more filler because she said that since she had concentrated it right here, she was going to add more on the outskirts of my lips so that it elongated my mouth or my lips or whatever. So I got more, and she didn't charge me for this, which was nice, but my lips were freaking massive, huge. And I hated it. It was so big. And so it ended up being that I had about 1 full syringe in my mouth after she put more in. So my mouth was massive, but I was like, okay, it's gonna go down, so it's fine. So I wait another 2 weeks for my lips to go down. And this is where things just turn for the negative. I will try to insert some pictures that I have because I was so freaking obsessed with taking pictures of my lips. So I'm gonna try and insert pictures of my, the first time I went to get lip filler, and then how my lips looked after, and show y'all just how it looked. But basically I waited again for 2 weeks. My mouth was still crooked. I had very bad smile lines right here. And I literally looked like a freaking duck. I hated how I looked. So what I had noticed was that I had very, very hard balls in all of my lips. They were just, it was like the Botox had just stuck there. And then I looked like I had a mustache or something. My lip was like this, and whenever I would turn to the side, I just didn't look like myself. It was not it for me. I did not like how I looked, but I was so hopeful that it was going to go down and that it was just because I was, you know, healing or whatever. And so basically I had a lot of migration on the top of my lip, and so that's why it literally looked like, I don't know, it just didn't look right. So I decided that maybe lip fillers were not for me. So I went to the same injector. I did reach out to another injector and I sent her pictures of my mouth or of my lips, and she told me that she thought I was very, very swollen, so she didn't want to, you know, fix anything, and that maybe my injector, she injected more on my top lip than on my bottom lip, and that's what was going on. I also let her know that I had these little flips on my lip that looked weird, and she said that that was because maybe she overfilled my lips. My lips are pretty small, so maybe she overfilled them. And so she said to just wait and see what happened. If I didn't like them, to go back to that same injector to have them dissolved. So that is what I did. It was kind of embarrassing because I felt like she was kind of annoyed at me, but also like I'm not gonna just not say anything if I don't like how something looks, you know? And I don't necessarily know if it was her, maybe she didn't inject it correctly, I'm not sure, or if it was just that my lips didn't really take to the type of Botox or whatever is put. I think it's Juvederm, maybe, I don't know what kind of, I think it was Restylane. I'm not 100% sure, but which was my bad. I should have asked about that. Yeah, so I don't know if it was her or if it was just my lips, but I told her that I didn't like how they looked, and she just didn't seem that happy. But then whenever she started feeling the lips, she started saying like, oh, you know, I'm starting to second guess myself because maybe I didn't fill them in correctly, because this side of my lip didn't have as much lip filler as this one, and this one, the Cupid's bow was like all the way up here, and this one was like all the way down here. And so I told her, I was like, honestly, I just don't like seeing myself with lips this large, so I think it's just best if we, you know, dissolve them. And she's like, what about the bottom lip? Because the bottom lip looks great, which I agree. I don't think that my bottom lip, there was never any issue with my bottom lip. It was all my top. So I told her I don't really like how it looks, that my lips are that large. That's why I only got half a syringe in the first place. But so she dissolved them, and just let me tell y'all how painful it freaking was. It hurt, and I have a really high pain tolerance, I feel, but this really hurt, and I was like, man, I just want this to be done. And then when she dissolved them, my mouth was huge. Like I literally could see my lip in my peripheral view, and I was freaking out. I was literally like, why did I ever do this? I should have just gotten my hair done, because I needed to get like my hair touched up. But I was like, no, let me just get this lip filler because I've always wanted it. So anyways, it hurt like crap. And thankfully though, maybe like an hour after the procedure of getting my lips dissolved, my lips had really gone down, and it's been a week, and I think that my lips look semi back to normal. I don't think they look 100% like my lips did before, and I assume that they eventually will go back to normal. They didn't remove any lip filler from my bottom lip, and I still think I have some lip filler in my top, but it definitely looks a lot better, and I feel a lot more like myself. So I just wanted to show y'all what my lips look like now. So here they are. And if you can tell, I don't know if you can tell on camera, like they look nice. I feel like they look kind of plumpy, which is what I wanted. This side, it looks very like deflated. And I have if I touch my lip like this, it's a literal gap where there's like nothing there. And I don't know what that is, but I hope it goes away. And then my lip just goes like in, look. See, thick, thin. This is very plumpy. This side I'm okay with. It's this side. So yeah, I'm just not gonna go back, because honestly I don't want to go through that pain of getting my lips poked, and my lips have gone through a lot this past month of constantly being pricked and whatever. So basically the moral of the story on my lip filler journey is that I'm glad I tried it, I guess, because I would have never known. I think I should have done a lot more research on where I went, because I originally wanted to go to someone that had a lot of pictures of her work, but I was going to be out of town that day that she did this like sell I wanted to take, like to do. But she looks like she's really awesome. And if I ever did get them again, maybe I would probably just go to her, which I don't think I'll ever get lip filler again. But the girl that I went to, she did my Botox, and so I just assumed she knew how to do lips too. And I'm not saying she didn't, but I never really saw that many pictures of her lip work, so that was my bad. I don't know why I just didn't do that. But overall, I mean, they do look good now. I mean, I do think my bottom lip is a lot plumper than my top, but again, I'm not going back to get them removed because that hurt. And it made me realize that, you know, my lips were fine. I probably could have saved myself a lot of money if I hadn't done this, but you live and you learn. So yeah, that's just my little update on my lip filler. If y'all care, y'all probably don't, but I just wanted to let y'all know because I watched a lot of lip filler videos and I never really saw anyone post like if it went wrong. So this is not to scare you if you get lip filler all the time and it looks amazing. That's awesome. Also, I think it's just that I wasn't used to seeing myself with such large lips, and I wear a lot of makeup on an everyday basis. Well, I wear this makeup, I guess. I don't know. But like when I saw myself with such large lips, I looked like too much for myself. So that's it. That's my quick update on my lip filler. If you guys have any questions about my journey to this, where I am now, which is basically exactly what I looked like before I had lip filler, let me know and I would love to answer any questions. And yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.